Hey guys, it's Bitcoin Schmitcoin here with another update for Bitcoin Magazine's Bitcoin analysis. We'll be starting on the daily time frame, looking down at the 4-hour. We'll skip the hourly time frame, and then we'll look back out at the weekly to see where we stand in the grand scheme of things. Looking at the daily, we see, a very clear uptrend continuing for the past 4 or 5 weeks. We see higher highs, we see higher lows, and we see this really nice supply and demand channel where the top of the channel represents tests of supply and the bottom of the channel represents test of demand. Right now, we're kind of in this overbought condition, but that doesn't necessarily mean we're going to pull back. So we're going to look at our time frames our lower time frames to get some resolution on this. Currently, though, we are testing a known resistance level. We can see here that it was marked very clearly here. We see a couple of wicks over here and over here. And so as we zoom in closer to the 4-hour time frame, that's what this thick black level is. And you can see that we're wicking it ever so slightly on the daily. So moving into the 4-hour time frame, we do get a little bit more resolution on the trend. And we see exactly what we'd like to see. We're not in a huge rush to climb. We're doing this stair-stepping sort of fashion where we break new highs, we come back down, we break a new high, we come back down, and we find support along the way. So every time we make a new low, the new low is higher, and every time we make a new high, the high is higher, and it gets retested on these support levels. All right, we tested it 1, 2, and now we're on our third try, and we're finding support on this previous high here, right? And now when we look closer, we even see something very similar to that on the immediate market structure. So we see this high, and we see this nice wick test of that the low of our current range tests the support from the previous range. If we look at our weekly time frame, we see that we're really not due for any major resistance just yet. We can see we got a little bit more room, which personally I think we're going to be coming up to the 6100 level. If you're on Coinbase, it would be the 6160-ish, and that's where the sells are going to start to come in. But so far, we have yet to see any major supply enter the market. I think a lot of the bears have, they're already in their positions and they're just kind of waiting to see what happens, which sets us up for a potential short squeeze. If we look at the ratio of shorts to longs at Bitfinex, we see that we've seen close to no shorts close, and they're actually continuing to rise. So, this is setting up market conditions for a potential short squeeze, which makes perfect sense because, we haven't really seen any logical resistance on a macro time frame. I'm personally looking for us to retest the 6150 level, the 6160, and right in here is where stuff is going to start to get really interesting because all these people that bought in 2018, they're going to start to hit break even. Some of them are going to panic. Some of them are going to sell. The bulls that rode this strong trend from the bottom, most likely going to take some profit, and then we're probably going to see some stronger short interest pick up in the marketplace. But for now, the trend is up. This is very bullish. I see no reason to be immediately bearish. The volume looks strong. We don't see any tapering off of volume. The price spread looks great. We are getting a little overbought, so I wouldn't be surprised if we come back down and retest this guy, this 55.50 level. But I also wouldn't be surprised if we don't. It's kind of in this awkward zone where the longer you wait to get into this trend, the more risk you're assuming by going long. So just be careful not to rush into this trend because this could very easily come up, retest these guys, and then come back down. So resist the FOMO if you can. But yeah, all things considered, the trend is up, trend is bullish, and there's nothing immediately bearish that's sticking out. Again, I can't emphasize this enough. Every time we do the stair-stepping sort of fashion where we make new highs, we retest them, it becomes support. it just further reinforces this trend. And the more stair-stepping sort of fashions that we do here, the harder it is for the market to actually come back down and just puncture this level. It creates all these zones of support so that in the event that we do actually pull back, they're going to be testing, if we look at our 4-hour time frame, they'll be testing those levels on the way down. So it won't just be this gigantic, violent move down. But yeah, again, the trend is up. This is looking very bullish, and there's not a whole lot more we can say. Things are going to get interesting as we continue to push new highs. So keep an eye out for that. And in the event that we do pull back, keep an eye out for a nice entry for a long right in this zone here. That's all I got for you guys today. If you guys like this sort of analysis, give us some feedback. Let us know what you'd like changed, or what you do like, or if you preferred the text content where I was writing the articles as well. So let us know. Any feedback is welcome. For now, that's all I got, and I'll update you guys later on in the week.